YOLO, amazing people of YouTube. So today I want to talk to you guys about OpenAI. I was actually, for the first time today, I went on this OpenAI thing, right? That Chat GBT, I believe. And man, I asked it all kinds of wild, crazy fucking questions, and it blows my mind how good this thing is, man. And at the same time, I'm concerned. All right. So first, my concern is that obviously us using this platform of open AI, right? It's not private. Everything that you're asking it, basically it goes somewhere, right? Like you can set off red flags asking questions, and fuck, I might have just set off a bunch of red flags just asking all kinds of fucking wild questions. I was on it for an hour and then told me, you asked too many questions, come back another time, right? But you also have to give your phone number, you have to give your fucking email, you have to, I mean, that's already giving out too much information, in my opinion. Like, I don't like giving out my phone numbers to fucking, especially AI. I don't even know who the fuck owns this stuff, right? But it blows my mind. It's gonna blow Google fucking away. You know what I'm saying? Because the ease of operation of how simply you can just ask a complicated question and how it can give you a direct answer. And then you can even continue the conversation like you're doing with a human being. So let's say it gives you an answer and you didn't fully describe what you're saying, or it misinterpreted what you're saying. You can continue the conversation and it'll start fucking correcting it, right? Like, it's amazing in terms of, let's say if you're doing a certain type of job, you have a question, boom, on the spot it answers it. You ask it to do things, it can create things for you. It's not just information, it's like functioning, right? Which is fucking awesome. And I asked it some wild ass fucking questions. I asked it about the monetary system. I asked it about how many forms of currency are there in the United States, because I always assume that we have dollars and cents and they're legally not the same thing. And yeah, they're legally not the fucking same thing, which is interesting. And we have bonds and we have all, it breaks shit down for you, right? And I'm asking questions about fission, about fusion, about nuclear reactors. I'm asking questions about human testing, all the fucking questions that I want answers to. Like, I'm asking it these wild fucking questions. I know I set off some fucking, I'm probably gonna be on like the FBI watch list after talking to OpenAI for an hour and shit. But it blows my mind, and that's just the beginning, right? It's just the beginning. And I was asking questions where it's like, I can't really give an answer to this because of whatever reason, because it has certain limitations, whether it's inappropriate or if you're asking like private information, because there's certain information that is like national security and stuff like that. So I was asking it everything and anything, man, like even the crazy stuff, even the tinfoil hat shit, right? And yeah, I hope, and it trips me out because I know they're gathering the information. So I'm trying to be as like just nonchalant, like I just want my questions answered, all right? Stay the fuck away from me, FBI. Like I'm not a domestic terrorist. I'm just curious. There's a big difference, right? Yeah, man. I was asking it like questions. For example, I was like, okay, so in nuclear reactors, for example, right? When we use uranium, that spent fuel, we create new elements like plutonium, right? Which uranium is the last natural forming element on the planet that we know of. So we get plutonium from using uranium, right? So I'm asking it, like, what else are we creating, right? Other than plutonium, and it's listing shit out. And I'm asking it, all right, what if we wanted to create like this? How do we do that in terms of, you know, the spent fuel, right? Can we get this? And it's like, yeah. And I'm asking it some fucking difficult to ask questions that you probably don't really want to be asking it, right? But I'm like, fuck it, let me ask anyway. Right? My curiosity got the better of me, and yeah, I'm asking it all kinds of like serious fucking questions. And I was like, what about fusion? Can we use fusion to create heavier elements beyond what's on the periodic table in terms of like element 118, right? Element 118 is the last element that they have given us, the public, right? Who knows what's going on in secret laboratories, right? But I'm like, okay, in terms of fusion, can we use fusion to like create element like 200? You know what I'm saying? Or what about just regular nuclear power plants? Like, and it tells you like under certain circumstances you can do this, and under certain circumstances you can get that. And so I'm asking all kinds of fucking questions, and yeah, man, it blows my mind. I can't wait to see where this is gonna go, you know. And I asked it questions about human citizenship, right? So I asked it, like, can animals become citizens of the United States? And it's like, no, they can't. Okay, what if a person is born in the United States but doesn't have a birth certificate? Are they still considered citizens, right? And it breaks it down. Yes, they are, whoop-de-whoop, right? And I'm like, what about in the event that, let's say you were to get an injection of people's DNA, like animal DNA, right? Where it changes your DNA as a US citizen, like they put animal DNA in you. Would you still be considered human? And it's like, well, the laws haven't got there yet. And this would raise a whole bunch of ethical questions and whatnot. And I can't give you a precise answer, meaning this is a fucking loophole that I always knew existed, right? And I was like, okay, what about if in the event we cloned people, would they be able to be United States citizens? And again, it's like, you know, you're talking about ethics. It's like, it's a question. That's another fucking hole in the law, right? I'm like, okay, so what about if you were to splice human DNA into a primate to the level where we as humans, it would be indistinguishable from another human being. We just splice it to the point where it becomes human, right? Would it then be considered a human being? And it's like, man, again, that's another fucking loophole, right? And I always thought this is how we do human experimentation, because I don't think human experimentation ever stopped. Like, just because, you know, after World War II, don't think it stopped. We figured out other ways of doing this shit, you know? And yeah, I asked it all these fucking bunch of crazy fucking questions. Yeah. Be careful using it. That's me telling myself that. Getting carried away and shit. Anyways, so I'd love to hear what crazy questions you guys want to ask it or have asked it, because I wanna hear what you guys, like, what crazy shit you guys come up with, right? I genuinely want to know, man. What it could be tinfoil hat. Put it in the comment section, please. I'll ask it. I want to find out too. You know what I'm saying? So solo yolo bolo, don't be shy, man. Hit the comment section. Let me know what crazy shit do you want to find out. So you guys have a great night. Peace.